Hey guys, Lloyd here with you with our new podcast, Sounds from the Shed, where we shine a light on independent artists and anyone else who's moving and shaking in the music business. And got one of my buddies from Nashville hanging out with us today, our buddy Skyelor Anderson. How are you, my friend?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me, bro.
Buddy, I appreciate you taking time out just to hang out with us. And a whole lot of, because I know you're busy. You got a lot going on right now, right?
Well, being a dad is wild for sure.
It's tough in these streets, ain't it? Now, how many kids have you got?
I have two, Axel Jack and Hazel Pearl. Axel just started kindergarten. Hazel is 2 years old.
Oh man, you're just getting started.
Yeah, and I'm
My
done.
youngest
I'm
is
done.
16.
I'm done
like,
I'm done with just getting started. No more kids.
you need to jot that line down, my friend. That's a good one. I'm done with just getting started.
I'm done with just getting. Oh, that is a good one.
Now, you live in Nashville, been in Nashville for how long now? Because I think your first release was what, like 2017? You've been at it a long time, right?
Yeah. So I've been in and out of Nashville since 2000, about 14.
Yeah.
I've been coming in Nashville and writing and playing since 14, but I've been living here now since 2019.
Mm-hmm.
But I was traveling back and forth from Mississippi and Jackson, Tennessee to come up here, 4 or 5 nights a week.
Ooh, that's a haul, isn't it?
Oh, the roads were our best friend every single day. So from Nashville to Memphis, Tennessee, all the way from Nashville to Jackson to Memphis to Mississippi, I know everything in between those roads.
Every little crack, every little bump.
Everything.
So are you doing any kind of out of town touring, or are you just kind of staying in town?
So we just finished up our tour this year. We had at the beginning a lot of Vegas stops. We Kansas, Chicago. We did. It was a lot of shows we did. We just got done with it. I'm at home now. I'm at home for the rest of the year. I'm writing. I'm working on a project right now. But yeah, I don't plan on. I'm staying home for the rest of the year this year right now. So.
Well, it's getting about that time, I guess, where a lot of us kind of wind down, I guess, unless you go play some holiday parties. I'm loving that Whiskey on the Rock you dropped in September.
Yeah.
Loving that.
So that song, I didn't want to drop it, man. I didn't want to drop it at all. That's I wrote it with my buddy Caden Thad and Garrett Spear. And it was cool. It was a fun song to write,
It's great.
Usually when I go into a writing room, I don't have a lot of those songs, believe it or not. Whiskey on the Rock, songs like that. If you go through my whole catalog, it's not a lot of songs like that. Fun and kind of, kind of like bad boy kind of vibe.
Yeah.
A lot of my songs I write is real life, real life stuff. And that was a fun song where I was like, let me just come out with this fun. It's something fun to do. And it wasn't so serious, but it was cool.
Nothing wrong with that. Every now and then we just got to have a little bit of fun.
Yeah. It was a fun video shoot. It was a lot of work, but it's a fun song, man.
Yeah. So take us back to when you first got started. What was the first thing that kind of drew you to country music?
Well, man, I've always been a fan of music. My family, my mom and dad, I was raised off, people like Otis Redding, David Ruffin, who is my favorite.
He was from Temptations. A lot of folks, in case they don't know that, but man, what a voice.
Temptations, Bobby Womack, Aretha Franklin. I grew up on all that. I remember getting up on Saturday mornings and my dad would have that stereo cranked, with some Smokey Robinson. And I've always loved music. I grew up in the church. Nobody in my family, believe it or not, was singers.
Well, that was the next thing I wanted to ask you, because a lot of folks that are in the music, they had family members that were involved with it. So you didn't have anyone other than your dad just loving nobody.
No,
like
I'm the youngest out of
nobody.
Nobody. I'm the youngest out of 6 kids. So no, nobody was in music. I wasn't even really a fan. I was just a fan of music itself. I used to go to church and I, see the guitar player. I always wanted to play an instrument, but I never really got into it. But I always was a music fanatic. Now, country music, so a lot of people know that I was born in Memphis, raised in Mississippi,
Mm-hmm.
but I call Mississippi my home. 'Cause
Yeah.
Mississippi changed my life um, for the better. But man, Eric Church changed it for me. I've always loved Tim McGraw. I've
Mm-hmm.
always loved Toby Keith, rest in peace. But even when I was growing up, I always, everybody knew about Tim McGraw. Come on, I mean, it doesn't matter where you're from. Uh, But Eric changed it for me. Eric changed the whole game for me, man. I'll never
Well, that was
forget.
the next. So, were you like singing other types of music? Were you like doing gospel, R and
I
B
wasn't
before
doing anything.
you wasn't doing
So
anything? You just
I was
started it.
I went to school, Southaven High. I was a freshman. The choir teacher, I guess, saw something in me. I never
Mm-hmm.
joined choir though.
Yeah.
But I just used to mess around. I was the class clown.
Yeah.
Um, and I end up they had a thing in my town called Southaven Idol, where it was an idol thing. It was
Yeah.
kind of like
Like
American
an
Idol.
American Idol, but a local type
Yeah,
talent search
yeah.
deal. Or yeah.
So I ended up winning the whole thing, man. Just being goofy,
Just being goofy.
just being goofy, and nobody in my family knew I could sing. My sister and my mom all came and watched me, and I was singing Billy Currington. And all my friends came out, and I ended up winning the whole thing. And maybe a month later, I was getting ready for school, um, and I brushed my teeth. My mom see the X Factor on the news. The X
Yeah.
Factor is coming to the U.S. First time ever. And this 6:30 morning, mom was like, "Hey, the X Factor's coming to the U.S. Do you want to try for a show?" And I'm a teenager, 6:30. I'm brushing my teeth. Yeah, mom, sure. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I never thought anything else about it.
Now, the
Like I
X
said,
Factor USA that you were on was when Simon left American Idol and was on there, right? Because I think he was on
yeah.
it.
So it was already on in the UK.
Yeah, and he was
But
on there as a judge in the UK, and then he
yeah,
left American Idol, and then he was on the USA version, right?
yeah. Then he came to the USA version. It was him, Paul Abdul, and Ellie Reed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I end up going to Franklin, Tennessee to try out in this little booth.
Yeah,
They came up on the screen, asked for your name. I end up singing Billy Currington again. Must be doing something right.
yeah,
Uh, and didn't think anything else about it. I mean, they'll call me. It wasn't like I wanted to do it. I really didn't care. It was at
yeah,
those, I didn't even know what really wanted to do. I'm just in high school. I'm just living. 2 weeks later after that, I'm going upstairs to the apartment after school, just got off the bus. Literally walking upstairs and my cell phone rings. And they're like, the scholar, blah, 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 you made it. And I'm thinking like, what? Like, yeah, you made it. We need to get to Chicago. And I'm like, oh, blah. So I ended up going to the X Factor.
mm-hmm.
And I mean, it was crazy. That taught me that I ended up going to the top 8 boys category out
That's
of
what
250.
that was the next thing I was going to ask you, because you were like top 10, right? It wasn't like
Yeah,
you got one
top 8
audition and it was it. You were
top
top 10, so you were
out of
8.
254,000 people. I
That's
made it to the
incredible.
top 8. I'll
So
never
that
forget
is
that
your
number.
literal start, because you hear people all the time as being an independent artist saying, "Hey, why don't you go try out for American Idol or any of these shows?" Now, with CBS now has The Road, which is kind of cool. I
Yeah.
guess they're changing that up.
Yeah, I saw that.
So was
I
that how
got
you
2
got
buddies
your
on it.
start? Was actually on the X Factor?
Yeah, yeah. When I got off the X Factor, I was the hometown hero,
Yeah,
uh, and it was cool. But that fame came fast. Like
in and out,
the
isn't it
little
quick?
the little fame that was, whatever that was in that
Yeah,
time, it was great, but it was just something where I didn't even know. I actually took a while. I took some time off
mm-hmm.
Because I was like, yeah, this is what I really want to do. And I'll never forget, I was at home on a Saturday after, way out, probably a year after the show,
Mm-hmm.
because I took some time off and I would just play in backyards,
Yeah.
and all that. But my buddy dad called me. I was like, hey, they're having a benefit up here at Southaven Pizza for some kids, St. Jude. Somebody's up here playing a guitar. We just want to go up here and, just help them raise some money. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. It was 5 minutes up the road. Literally got up, Didn't even have a guitar. They used the other guy's guitar, and I ended up playing and making that store some money, that
Yeah.
place some money. It was small little hole in the wall pizza place, man.
Yeah.
Pass by it every time I go to town now, and 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 that was it. And that lady started giving me gigs there every Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It was free. I didn't get paid, but it was for tips. You know how they do it, and
Yeah.
uh, but we would pack out that place and we would make so much money in
Yeah.
tips. And I really just started doing it. And then I finally just started being my own manager. I opened up for Jamie Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I emailed and called, and I almost everybody I've opened up for, I've done it. You know, just about learning how to book myself and
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 yourself.
and
Well,
learning
that's the
how
world
to
we're in
accept.
now for sure. And that's one of the
Yeah,
things I'm so grateful to have you on today and all the guests that come on, because when I had this vision to start this podcast this year, I'm like, I really want to help independents out there, give them a voice. If there's some advice that they can pick up so they can get it from our mistakes, is even better. Which that's what I really wanted to ask you too, though. Since looking back now, is there any advice that you would give other artists that are planning on stepping into these big competitions on a national stage? Is there any
same way. No,
stay
no,
run?
no. Let me tell you, this is advice I got, and I got this from Jamie Johnson on the bus at 16 years old,
Oh my
and I carry
gosh.
it with me
Yeah.
to this
That's
day.
I'm sure that was gospel.
Uh, Man, Al, dude, I got chill bumps. I got chill bumps right now, just bringing it
Yeah.
up. But when I got on that bus with Jamie Johnson, I'll never forget. It was me, him, his security guard, my sister, and his two little bulldogs. Well, they're big bulldogs, but and he was smoking, and
Taking
and and it
doing
was
this thing.
he was just doing his things, drinking his screwdrivers, and just slow talking,
Yeah.
and that man, he told me, he said, if you're gonna do this. He said, if you put your foot on this gas, he said, you better go all the way and don't
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
He said, if you're going to get in this business is a cruel, messed up bit. And at the time, 16, I'm thinking like, okay, how cruel can it get? You're on this fat
Man, you
ass
just a
bus.
baby then though, too. Golly.
And, and he was, everything he said on that bus to me, came to be true in this business. And I tell everybody, Nashville, when I first came to Nashville, started coming to Nashville, when I first really started coming here and got in the Tootsie circuit,
Yeah.
I played every circuit on Broadway. Every circuit on Broadway you can think of, I've been there. I've opened up Whiskey Row, opened up Jason Aldean's, opened up Luke Bryan's, I like Tootsie's. I've did every.
First
I,
time
I
I ever
stayed with
saw you, and I
John.
know you don't remember this, but because you went on your break, you were changing your glasses out, and I just wanted to introduce myself. And this was a few years back, and I know you don't remember because you see so many people up there, but I
Oh
remember
yeah,
you, and because I'm like, man, he is so soulful and so incredible, and that, like I said, that was at Bread's, and that's when I started following you on social media, and of course, added your songs to my playlist because I love your tone. Your tone reminds me of like a younger Charlie Pride. Is so soulful and
oh yeah, yeah.
so soulful, but yet you deliver on those country songs. It's incredible.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. We have fun. I like uh like I said, when I first came to Nashville, you saw I was so excited, really, really excited, and
Yeah.
it was just it was a different world. Everybody was kind of doing the same thing, and I was like, man, is this really how it is? Like, and once I found out what the circuit thing is about, and that's kind of how it is. And I made sure that before every show I used to play 7 shows in 5 days.
Yeah.
Like I was like grinding,
It's brutal. That
it is a grind.
it'll make a
You have to
man
be,
out
you
of you.
have to
That's
be
sure, but it's brutal.
it went fast. I'm talking to a young guy right now, uh, who's 22, and he just moved here. He's been here for a little over a year, and he's having the same kind of hard time like I was kind of having when I
Yeah.
first came to town. I was like, dude, Nashville is a city. I tell everybody this. It's the most beautiful, wonderful backstabbing place there is. you have to like it. You really like I said, it makes a man out of you very fast if you really want it.
Yeah.
And the grind is what makes you who you are. It's building your craft. So
Yeah.
me, I used to always come downtown before my shows 2 hours early to go and sit in certain bars
Mm-hmm.
to see what the bands were doing.
Yeah.
What can I learn? What can I take away from them? What can I learn not to do? I learned a lot what not to do
Yeah.
because I just didn't want to be like everybody else. If you see my shows now, like it's totally different. You won't hear any boot scooting boogie. You can hear that next door. You won't hear
Mm-hmm.
any Sweet Caroline. You can hear that the door and the next. My shows are a little different.
Yeah.
And that's what I kind of make it as. Like, what kind of show would I want to see? If I was a new person looking at me from the stage, if I'm walking in, what do I want to see? What makes somebody stop in their tracks?
Yeah.
That's how I always look at it when I get on stage. How can I make
Well,
somebody stop in their tracks for at
well,
least
you know what
five
that's
minutes?
called, Skyler? It's called being an artist. And you are an artist. You are an artist. I mean,
Thank you. Thank you.
that's what it boils down to. I mean, um, you were talking about how you were kind of, I guess, mentoring this young guy that's coming on into town.
Mhm.
What would you hope that the young guys, or even your fans, that look up to you, would take away from your journey?
Uh, and work hard, play harder.
Keep doing it. Hey,
Just
surely you've been up there enough now, though. You found your people. You've got your circle.
yeah, yeah. I'm very blessed. And I'm still grinding. It's
Yeah,
not over with. I was telling like the guy I'm helping out. I was telling him like, man, this right here is, you know, I, me. I wanted to at 22. I wanted it now. I wanted
yeah,
that. Put a contract in my face right now. Give me the contract. I want it now. That's
yeah.
all I thought from the time I was 15
Hmm.
to time I was 27. To be honest with you, um, and you learn as you get older. I was just talking about this. Your mind matures as you see things, certain things.
Yeah.
And it's like now,
You grow. You're
like I
growing.
see things. Yeah, you
You
grow
grow.
and you grow in this music business. And it's not, you learn that you really don't want it all right now. Can you handle it right now? Like it's like, and, he's definitely going through our time. I was like, if you want it, you got to stay with it. There's like, I know a lot of people who came here and 2 years later they moved back.
Yeah.
And when they say this is a 10-year town, it is it's a 10+ year town,
Well, you're getting
for
close
some
now, aren't you?
people, I'm getting close to my 10 year. I am, I'm
You're
trying
getting
to tell every
close,
church
bro.
that, hey, I'm getting close. I'm trying to tell every church that, hey, Eric, if you're out there listening, I'm getting close to my 10 years in this town now.
Well, you've been playing at Chiefs, hadn't you?
Oh man. Yeah, man. That's my boss, man. It's crazy. That's the only bar I play at now. I
Yeah,
quit everywhere
okay. So
else.
the reason why I'm asking, I'm coming to town, so I'm gonna be looking for you. You go. That's all.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's the
holler
only
at you,
place I
see where
play
you at.
at.
I'm gonna put something in your bucket.
Yeah, please do. These kids like to eat.
You
But
kids
yeah,
are hungry, ain't they?
Eric Church is the only bar I play at now. I was blessed with that, man.
So were you there the
We were the
night that
first
Morgan
band.
threw the chair off?
I was not, thank God.
I love that sign they've got up
But
there
I,
now.
I wasn't there only because I was there every damn night.
Yeah.
Since that place had opened, we've been there since day one. Me and my band, we were the first band to get hired there. They only
Wow.
have certain bands to play at Chiefs,
Yeah.
so it's not like your other Broadway
Yeah.
bars. It's only a certain amount of people, that a handful of us that play at Chiefs. So we're tight, kind of knit group. They don't let anybody in there, and that's but I signed a contract with them, and I'm with Chiefs. This is really my retirement plan. I'll be honest with you. I'm not
Yeah.
lying.
Well, that was the next thing I was
But
going
yeah,
to ask you. Are you going to? That's your plan. Is that your forever home where you're at? Are you going to stay there and raise your babies there? Is that your long-term plan?
I will never leave again. I will never leave Nashville. Never. I
Yeah.
will never. Yeah, my kids are gonna be raised here. I love this town. See, we stay out in White House. We stay away from all the craziness,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But no, I would never leave. I would never leave Nashville. I love this town. It's beautiful. It's growing. Um, I think it's great for not only Nashville. Um, I think it's great for the world. If you're starting to see everybody's trying to get on that, whatever you want to call it, a country trend.
Yeah.
Um, but I think the world is starting to see that, that to me, country music is the best music ever. It's a
Yeah.
storytelling.
I love the stories.
At
Yeah.
its finest, if you do it right.
Yeah.
Um, and this is my job. I write on Music Row 2-3 times a week.
Yeah.
Out of some months, and uh, even when I'm home, I'm not at home because I'm still, like I said, gotta go to the studio or gotta go to a write or gotta go to an interview or gotta go to
Mhm.
Chiefs for something.
Yeah.
Um,
Are you
but
handling
yeah,
most of all
it's
your day-to-day business yourself? Are you dealing with a manager? Because a lot of people
everything.
probably you handle every bit of it. Same way for me. I mean, I handle all the stuff. I'm doing all my
Yeah,
bookings. I'm handling everything. I handle all my studio, all my content. I do it myself because I like
yeah,
doing it myself, and I can't afford to pay everybody to do it anyway. So,
yeah.
but a
And
lot
you
of
know what?
artists,
It's crazy. It's crazy expensive now too to get
yeah,
anybody to like everybody. It's wow. Like this new project I'm working on, I was trying to get somebody, just these content creators that just have their cell phones in their hands, but
yeah,
they're just going back. I mean, they're charging $1,200 to do that shit.
to take a cell phone and put something together. That's crazy.
If you see most of these videos is out today, man, it's just somebody in your face with a camera that's going in,
Yeah,
going out, going
yeah,
to this, going in, and that's all they're doing on this, and they're charging $1,200 to do that. And I'm like,
yeah,
are you insane?
yeah.
Uh, no, I did have a manager, man, Zach Hartley, best manager I've ever, to be honest, my only manager, from UTA. Zach met me at his writers round. This was the night before I think Morgan Wallen got in trouble.
Uh-huh.
We did a writers round at Nashville Palace. It was me, Jimmy Allen. Morgan was a surprise guest. Um, Tyler Reeve. It was all of us hanging out.
Yeah,
Next morning, of course, all that Morgan happened. But yeah, Zach was my first manager. He did help. Well, man, Zach was my manager for about a year or two, man.
yeah,
And he helped with a lot of stuff, especially getting me in bigger rooms.
yeah.
Um, but I'll be honest with you, man. Everything he was doing, 95%, I could have done it, really. And he was great. He was great. But the
Mhm.
bookings, like, it was just like, man, I was giving him 10%, and it was like, I could probably keep that because I've been doing it myself for a while.
Yeah. Same
Um,
thing with me.
but no, he went to UTA. I think go ahead.
I'm no, I was just saying that's the same thing. If I had to pick one thing, I don't really want a manager, but if I had to pick one thing that I really would like help with is someone to email venues and just handle that. I'm like, I'll take care of the
Yeah,
content. I can do all of that. And the other day to day, and hell, I even drive the coach. I mean, I drive the boys there, drive it back. I mean, it's a super glamorous life. You know how it is, Skyler, trying to run your own band.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Oh man,
but they're all too often these artists are like, man, if I just had a manager or if I just had a record deal, I would just instant
no,
success. And that is it's not the
it's
truth.
no, it is not the truth at all. I've been in rooms. I mean, I've been in rooms where it's just like the deal sounds good, and then at the same time, it's like, man, but
Yeah.
also I still have the freedom as an independent artist to do whatever the
Do
hell I want
whatever
to
you
do.
want.
When I want to do it, I don't have anybody down because I'm not that artist where I don't release music every 6 weeks or whatever this new
Mm.
thing is that's going
Yeah.
on. Um, I really have to like sit on the song. If it takes me a year to sit on the song or 2 years, that's just me. I don't.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, man, well, you got to keep getting content out there. And I'm like, I post as much as I can, but um,
It's grueling to
it's a
have to
lot.
come
It's
up
a
with
lot. It's a lot.
so much. I mean,
When you got to pay for it. studio time. You got to pay like for content, for it's the writing, the still trying to get booked to pay the bills. You know,
Plus you can do all that. Yeah.
yeah. You know, and it's why. Wait, let me tell you this. I saw a quote the other day and said how great it is to be tired for something you asked for. You know, it was something like that.
Mhm.
And I thought about that and I was like, you know, as much as I pray for this, how much do we go about our day as musicians, as entertainers,
Yeah.
you know? And I know a lot of my friends don't have it fortunate enough as I have it to not have a real job, you know?
Hmm.
Music is my full-time
Yeah.
career, you know? All I do is music, you know?
Well,
And
that's
I
what I
got
wanted
buddies
to
who's,
ask you too about the Broadway grind because you've done it for so long. Are you
yeah,
finding that a lot of artists, if they fall into that trap of that routine, does it pull them
they,
away from
yep, yep,
originally what they wanted to
yep,
do?
yep, yep.
Because they're too busy
I tell
playing
every
"Don't Stop
artist
Believing"
now,
and "Sweet Child of Mine" to forget about their.
and you know what? And I'll be honest with you. The money is addicting on Broadway.
Yeah.
Okay. When you can come home with sometimes $1,000 a night,
Hmm. That was
like
another thing I wanted to
that's
ask you because I
addicting.
think people are curious about this and they want to know. And so say if a band is just halfway successful at a moderate venue on Broadway, what's the average take of a musician on a day? I'm sure it probably varies, but just an average number. What do you think it is?
Well, that at a popping bar.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're playing somewhere like Kid Rocks and I mean, you're making at least $500 a night.
Hmm.
Um, but also a lot of people don't know this about certain circuits. So there's different circuits on Broadway. You have the Tootsie Circuit.
Hmm.
You have which Tootsie's and Steve and John, they own, I don't know, about 7 restaurants. That's Kid Rocks and all that.
Yeah.
Then you have your Whiskey Road Circuit, Jam Factory, where they book, you know, their high-end hotels also and in different parts. Then you have your Jason Aldean circuits, which Jason Aldean, Luke Bryan, Posties now, which used to be Tequila Cowboy.
Hmm.
Um, and a couple of different other bars, Laney's. That's a whole different circuit.
Yeah.
Uh, and then you have Chiefs. Chiefs is not with a circuit; it's by itself. Um, but these circuits also, a lot of people don't know that a lot of these circuits only paying these musicians like $45 base pay.
Hmm.
So
But for
when
a
I was
long
playing for
time,
Tootsie's,
they were
and
not getting
and
any bass. Is that true back
anything,
in the day?
yeah, yeah, yep. And when I was playing for Tootsie's, uh, like it's still to this day, I know buddies who like play for Tootsies. And but yeah, I was getting paid $35. All my money was coming home from tips.
Mm.
But there's some nights where all you made was that $35 and you have to pay for your tab.
Yeah, and parking.
You know, and parking, you know, and people don't understand that. That's like the and gas, you
Yeah,
know, like
because nobody lives in town.
sometimes
You
you
can't
you
afford
you,
to
you
live in town. Right. I mean, I couldn't
yeah,
afford to live in
yeah,
town.
yeah, of course.
But heck, even out of
So
town
and
is
then
expensive.
yeah, it is, yeah, and that's one thing that's happening. It's very expensive here in Nashville. So to live here, and you gotta be either getting booked or you gotta be having another job, you know, and uh that's the hardest part of it. Like it's it's just different circuits here. But
Yeah.
on an average night at a rowdy place, if you want to sing Sweet Caroline 300 times, you're gonna get paid, you know.
You'll get paid.
People gonna come and pay. People,
Yeah.
you know what's wild about this town? People come and pay to hear these songs that they listen to on the way they listen to getting ready.
Yeah.
But they want you to scream it to the top of
They
your lungs,
want you
and
to
they're gonna
see
pay
it.
you $100.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, we're there. I want to entertain and I want people to be happy. So
Yeah, yeah,
because when they're
yeah. And
happy,
of course, and
they
that's
put it in there.
yep, they pay. And when they start pay when the drinks start flowing, the money started going even more. So
Hmm. Laney was on a podcast I was watching, and she was talking about how basically how you have to leave town to go make money. because she said she would
Yeah.
play the circuits and make, like you said, $200-300 here and there, and then drive down to Alabama or Mississippi and play a gig, just her, and make over $1,000, and then drive back and then
Yeah.
go make a couple. It's just crazy. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess you go into town to make your contacts and to build your business and to create and to network, but if you really want to make a living, I guess you have to be out there on the road and doing it.
Well, I say it depends as an artist, because I know guys like we were talking about earlier. Like I know people who just get caught in this thing right here.
Yeah.
They forget that they're artists. They forget that
Yeah.
they can write. They forget that they have their own kind of side. They don't, they
Yeah.
forget that because the money is addictive, like I was saying. But for artists, street like me, like I got lost in it. I mean, I got lost in it, but also it got boring.
Yeah.
It got boring because I wasn't doing when I was doing those shows, especially when you play those late night shows, 10:30 to 2:30 in the morning. You know, you by the time and you're doing that 4 nights a week, and on your days off, you're supposed to be writing,
Yeah.
but you're so tired,
Exhausted.
you don't
Yeah.
want you don't want to do anything. And I know a lot of people who lose. I know people as my friends now
Yeah.
who've lost their creativity because of the party life of just that Broadway thing, and it's fun, but I've always knew what I want to do, and I want to be not just a musician, but an artist. And I think art is important. Songwriting to me is important. Have your own material. Um, knowing now that I can sit in front of, like I used to go to meetings. I'll never forget. Rest in peace to him, Mr. James, who just passed, the famous songwriter.
Yeah.
My first, I sucked. Josh Miller introduced me to him, and I went up to his office, and this was about 6 years ago. And me, I've taken so much time off writing. I just really got back into my writing thing 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I went and saw James, man, and he was like, "All right, play me some songs on the spot." And I'm nervous as shit, and I'm sitting there playing them songs, and I couldn't think of some of my own songs.
Oh gosh.
And it was just a flop, man. I'll never forget it. And it was just like, and any songs I was singing to him, it was the same old jacked up truck. It was a James. It was just, and I flopped that so bad.
Girl truck beer. Yeah.
Yeah, and I flopped so bad, and I literally left that meeting. I was like, "What are you doing? Are you?"
I mean, this
You
guy
just,
wrote Jesus Take the Wheel.
yeah, like what are you? What did you just do? Did you just like? And after that, I'll never forget. I got down and I started writing. I mean, it was just, I was like, okay, this is, because now I'm ready. I'm ready for
Well,
it. I
that's
can sit down
incredible
in front of
that
anybody.
you told me that, because I was
Yeah,
literally going to ask you what personal experiences have inspired you to write some of your most meaningful songs. And I think you
that's
already
one of
answered it
them.
before you asked you.
That's one of them
I
for
was
sure.
literally about
I
to
got
ask
in
you
that
that. And you
car.
would have just, because I don't think
I got in that
anything can
car.
top
I left
that.
his building, man. I got in this car and I left that building on Music Road. And I think I went to, it was either Tenerife or Red Door. And I was just so bummed at myself.
Yeah.
And it's 11:30, 12 o'clock. And I ended up just drinking, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, what are you just flunked like the moment you've been waiting for.
Yeah.
But also it was just one of those nights where those days where I was tired. I just got Broadway, only had 3 hours of sleep. And I'm thinking like, I can't be playing Broadway like this. Like I can't, like, I know I'm an artist. I know I can write badass songs. I know I can sit in the room with the best of the best. I know I can. It's not me being cocky, but I know that from the songs I've written, I know that I have the
I mean, it's not
capability.
cocky. It's confidence. You're believing in yourself,
Yeah.
because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is going to.
Nobody else will. Yeah. And that's what it took me to like sit down and be like, you got this. You can write badass songs. And I buckled down, man. And and I just started writing, especially in the experience I've had,
Yeah.
like I love going into rooms now where I used to dread going into rooms, but now since I don't have to play all night and, thank God for that.
Yeah.
Like I love, like yesterday, I was so excited, to go to the studio last night. Like tonight, I'm so excited to get back in the studio tonight just to see what can happen. Because once you in that moment and you take just a little something you've had on paper in your phone for so
Yeah.
long, you get to create a whole 3 minutes. Like, just to me, that's just the greatest
It is
magic
incredible. Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I love about it. That's music is just, it's,
So, what's your favorite song you like to perform live, and why you think it is? Do you have a favorite? I can't pick a favorite myself.
um, just live, full band or acoustic, because that will make a difference on it.
Give me each. Give me acoustic and with your band, because I agree. That's a good point. It's a real good point, because
Yeah.
I'm like you. Okay, do I have my band or is it just me and my guitar? So, yeah, give me
Yeah,
both
because
of them.
that makes a big difference.
Mhm.
So the song that I like to play with my band, anybody that's seen my band before know that me and my band, we're pretty wild on stage.
Yeah, you are. You
We
put on a great
we like
show.
to have fun. Yeah, we like to have a lot of fun. Uh, Outsiders, I gotta say, has got to be my new favorite to perform by Eric Church.
Yeah, because
Because
that's an
there's a lot
amazing
of
album anyway. But yeah, the Outsider's the cut.
yeah.
All right.
But
All right. So if it's
but
just you
also
and your
just
guitar, you're walking into a little speakeasy and you just got your guitar. So what's going to be your go-to?
man, playing an original, probably Church and a Bar. I got a song called Church and a Bar
Yes,
that
I
I
know
wrote
that song.
Styles
It's a
Harry.
great song. That's a wonderful choice.
Yeah.
I was really hoping
To
you were going to
catch
pick one of yours to go play with acoustic. I was really hoping you were going to tell me that, Skyler.
to catch attention. To catch attention. Church and a Bar is one of those songs where it is just one of those songs that hits home for everybody. I
Yeah.
think, but especially, for me, because the way it starts off, if I was sitting on a church pew instead of this bar stew, maybe I could settle the score. And
Yeah.
that's just like, golly,
Love it.
But like I said, I'm all about grabbing your attention. If I'm in a room, I want your undivided attention.
Yeah.
I want to show you whatever I can do to, like, so if I want your attention, if I'm starting off with just me and my favorite song to play on acoustic called Church in the Bar. But
Mhm.
if we about to get a little rowdy, let's Outsiders for the full band. Because what's one thing about Outsiders, Eric Church is so unique, and Jay Joyce is, the production is incredible.
That, that
There's
whole album's
nothing,
incredible. Yeah.
man. There's nothing. I I stopped listening to Eric Church. I'll be honest with you. Before I got hired, I get to call him Boss Man now. That's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
But I stopped listening to him for a while, um, until like 2021. I think I kind of got back into listening to Eric Church a lot.
Yeah.
But if you go through Eric Church he has so many hits, man.
He does.
He has, I mean, but the production on it is just, it's an Eric Church song. There's nobody.
Yeah.
Me and my buddy Colton was talking about this. There's no other sounding like Eric Church. There's no other.
The only
There's no other
thing I know,
band.
you're right. There's only he's got his one sound, but that Outsiders album, who did you say produced it?
I think it was Jay Joyce. Is it
No.
not?
Did he produce Brothers Osborne also? Because that album, one of theirs has that same sound too. Would have some of the
Probably.
it's, I mean, which I love
Jay
them both.
Joyce. I think he's produced most of Eric Church, most of his stuff.
It's but like you said, that's an
But
incredible album.
it's just incredible. Yeah. And the Outsiders at the end, the way they do the chord changes and the bends, and I mean you gotta really follow that. So for my band to get that down, and we got that down in Vegas. We just practiced that one night in Vegas.
Yeah.
I just sent it out to my band. I was like, hey, listen to it. They had 24 hours, listen to it. Went to Vegas, got on stage, and they had the whole thing, and I was like, there we go. That's my new favorite song.
Let's roll.
Let's roll.
All right. So have you got talking about your tour dates? Are they on your website? Are you putting them on your Facebook, or how can folks can find out where you're at?
Yeah, so Skyelor Anderson, like I say all the time, you know, my mom must have been drinking absolute vodka when she had me because she spelled my name absolutely wrong.
No, man, come on,
Just
dude.
Skyelor
What
SK.
makes you you?
I know, it's just a little bit I say, but hey, I post everything on Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram. Like I said, I'm working on a new project now. Um, it's kind of like it's not a religious. It's kind of like church and a bar.
Yeah.
But all three of these songs that I'm working on now, one is called Church. I just posted it, a video of it.
Mhm.
It's a dedication to Eric Church. Is giving him his flowers. Um, the next one that I'm working on tonight, um, is called Peter. Uh, Peter is another one of those songs like Church and a Bar.
Mhm.
Uh, I love writing songs like this. But it's just talking about like, you know, how we're not perfect like Jesus, but we're a little like Peter. You know how Peter denied Jesus 3 times, how he
Yeah.
questioned his faith. Um, and then the last one I'm going to put out, it's a song called "Just Checking In,"
Mhm.
telling God, "Hey, I'm just checking in." You know, I've been
Yeah.
on these roads. All I've seen is these little white lines, but I just want to make sure we're still close. You know, and so yeah, the next 3 singles I'm coming out with it's more of I wouldn't say religious, but
Well,
it's
yeah.
you know us Southerners, you know, we
It's
all
a
have
thank you.
those.
It's a
We
thank
we go to church, but we love to drink a beer too, you know. So it's
Well,
uh
thank you. I'm totally with you, my
yeah.
friend. I dropped one a couple of months ago called "Hey Lord, It's Me Again," and you know it's always you hollering at
Ooh,
the Lord when you're needing something, but this one, my
yeah,
idea is it, and it's basically saying, "Hey Lord, it's me again," but I'm just dropping by to say thank you. That's basically what it is.
yeah, yeah. That's cool. That's basically what checking in is. Yeah, and I love
Oh
that, and I think we all need that every now and then. We get
man,
so
we do.
busy,
Yeah, yeah,
um, and just we and it's life, you know. We get so busy with life. I'm about to be 31 years old in the month, and uh I can remember coming in this business when I was 15, 16 years old, you know, and
Well, you
it
still here,
go
baby?
once you're in it, it goes by
Still here?
fast. Yeah. And I don't regret it. I will never I'll never stop, man. I think and a lot of people always ask me what is success to you? And I've always thought until about 2 years ago that success means getting on a world. Of course, that's my dream to go on a world tour with
Yeah.
somebody, open up for somebody. Um, I'm hoping to go out on the road, Eric, next year. That's my whole plan. Um, I opened up for him a couple months ago, which that was a dream come true already.
Yeah.
uh, yeah, that was pretty awesome to open up for Eric Church, and it was just acoustic, and it was him acoustic. And you know what? I haven't seen Eric Church in concert since 2015. I think the last time I seen him in concert.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, for them to ask me to open up for him at the Neon Steeple at Chiefs. Have you been upstairs at Chiefs? Have you
Oh
been to
yeah.
Chiefs yet?
Yeah. Yeah.
You been at Neon Steeple?
It's incredible up there.
The mini ramen?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I call it the mini ramen.
It's incredible,
Uh,
dude.
and it's like no other, man. And
It
he did
is.
an acoustic show. And I played an acoustic. They gave me an hour. And he came out and they let me watch. I stayed out and watch. And my first time seeing him in years. And for him to play that acoustic guitar by himself,
Mm-hmm.
it brought tears to my eyes. It reminded me of why I'm doing this. You know, he's the reason I'm doing this. My
I know,
idol,
and I love his
who I call
story too.
boss man.
His story when he come to town. I
Yeah.
mean, nobody was showing him really any love, and he stuck with his guns and did his own thing. And look at him now,
Yeah.
incredible. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, his story. That's why he's my idol, man. I love his story, his storytelling.
yeah,
There's nothing the songwriters he even got around him, Casey Beathard,
yeah.
all those guys, man. I mean, he's just an incredible guy. And I get to call him Uncle Eric now, which is crazy, and Boss Man. But
Uncle E.
I've got I've gotten a chance to get to know him a little bit. He's a fan. He comes to see us every now and then at his bar.
That's
He'll
cool, man.
he'll sit there for 2 hours and watch us, you know.
That's awesome.
But but I've been very blessed with that, man. Eric Church has been nice. His team's been nice to me, and Nashville is all over. Most of all, Nashville has been good to me. You know, I
Yeah.
just I worked my ass off, and I still do. But
You do.
I can remember doing 7 shows in 5 days, and like saying I want to go home or go back to Mississippi, and
But ain't
like
you
I
glad
can
you
remember
stuck
all
with it?
those things. I'm so glad.
You've got to be glad you
Because I tell
stuck
you
with
what, your boy's not a handyman, so I would not do good at a real job. This is all I swear. Listen, let me tell you
It's
this.
all I can
This
do.
is all I got, bro.
What I got.
This is all I can do. I have not. I can. Don't ask me to fix a doorknob. Don't ask me about a carburetor. Don't ask me about a battery in a car. Don't ask me about a light bulb.
Come on
Give me
now,
a good
Skyler.
car.
You a homeboy from down south. You got to know how to do something like that, man. Come on.
I'm not look. Before I married my wife, she already knew, but I mean, I'm not a handyman.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I was
you're an
like, I don't know nothing
amazing
about
artist,
cars.
my dear friend. You are a wonderful
appreciate
artist,
that.
though. And I thank you so much for coming on today. Tell them one more
Hey, thanks for
time.
having
All
me,
right. So
man.
your website, I'm going to make sure I got you tagged and everything. So we want to make sure do your
Skyelor
Facebook.
Anderson.
Yep.
Everything is Skyelor Anderson. Instagram has a blue check mark to it. If we don't have a blue check mark on
It
it on
ain't you
Instagram, it's
then.
not me.
So if a Skyelor Anderson's hits you up wanting some money or some naked pictures and you ain't got the blue check, it ain't Skyelor.
No. Not me. Do not give these scammers money.
Don't give them no money. Give us the money, Skyelor. Ain't that right?
Yeah.
Give it to us. Look for the blue checks.
Yeah, look for the blue check. Yeah.
All right, my dear friend. It's so good to see you. Thank you for hanging out with us
You
today.
too, man. Awesome.